Namaste, good morning. This is Evan with Live Yoga Channel. I'm here in the living room with Terra. We've rolled out our mats. We're excited to get started on this morning's practice. We love that you're here joining us. If you like this content, please like it. If you're enjoying the channel, getting on doing some classes is your first one, maybe your second one, maybe next week, maybe next month. However long you've been practicing, we appreciate you subscribing too. We're having a good time growing the base and doing our yoga together. So come on out, let's roll out the mat and get started. Coming to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged with a long spine, and no stress in the knees. If you cannot make cross-leg, that's okay. Find a way to kind of open the legs any way you can, no stress on the knees, with a long spine and relaxed shoulders. So the heart lifts slightly, chin tucks slightly. You have a long crown, so up at the top of the head wants to feel like it's lifting. Let's soften the gaze, close the eyes. And we'll encounter our guide for practice this morning, the beautiful, beautiful breath right there at the nostrils, sacred entrance of the breath at the nostrils. And let's just become an observer to the breath, see where it shows up for us on this day in practice. Maybe it's the nostrils are stuck or one side or the other. And whatever it is, let's just observe exactly that. Just becoming aware of the breath and breathing. And we'll start our practice, our journey this morning with pranayama practice. These are breath retention practices, learning to control the life force energy. Prana means life force, yama is a retention. We'll start with Kapalabhati. This is a skull shining breath. Help to clean out some of the nasal air. If you need a little kerchief or something nearby, you can always have one of those. It's a forceful exhalation through the nostrils with passive inhalation to follow. We'll work together at my rhythm. You can close the eyes if you'd like. Take an inhale. And let's begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue. Exhale, 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 exhale all the breath. Inhale, half lung of air. And we'll do kumbha, breath retentions. Hold the breath in, chin to chest, shoulders to ears. Engage the perineum like you're keeping yourself from going to the lip. No breath in. Letting the prana circulate through the body with no tension. Slowly release the kumbha, the breath retention. And we'll do a second round of kumbha. Take an inhale. And as naturally as you can, hold the breath in. Chin to chest, shoulders to ears. Gazing to the center of the mind stuff. You can engage mula bandha, perineum coming up. As you're ready, slowly release the holds, release the breath. The breath retentions really draw. It's pratyahara. It's the withdrawal of the external senses, deepening our meditative focus for our journey ahead. Let's move to awakening the outward senses. We'll do yoga for the eyes, leaving the head still, moving only the eyeballs. Take an inhale. On the exhale, look down, look up, look down, look up. Look down, look up, center. Another inhale. And the exhale, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Inhale. Exhale, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Inhale. And the exhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Instead of stretching the eyes, let's go ahead and focus the eyes. Bring the right hand up. Moving The arm shoulder height, fingertip in line with the eyes. Bring all the focus to the finger without blinking. Slowly bend the elbow. Fingertip to nose. This is Tratakam, focusing the eyes to the nose and slowly back out. You can gaze beyond momentarily. Take a breather and then once again focus to the finger without blinking. Tratakam. All the way to the nose and slowly extending back out. Gazing beyond, and one last time, returning the focus to the finger, all the way into the nose, and all the way back out. Let's release the hands together, palms together, rubbing the hands, getting that prana active in the hands, energy moving into the palms, and we'll do palming of the eyes. The right palm covers the right eye. Left palm covers left eye. See if you can slow down the breath and breathing here, in and out through the nostrils. Healing transfer of energy from the palms into the eye sockets, the rods and cones and retina. And let's release. We'll interlace the fingers, press the palms away, get your sit bones down, arms all the way up overhead. You can move a little side body stretching if you need find some space in the shoulders. And then press the palms. Chin slightly tucking, elbows are straight. Air passing the epiglottis here. We'll do Ujjayi breathing. The sound of the ocean waves, slight constriction in the back of the throat. The air passes easily in and out. And let's release. Back of the hands are going to touch. Yoga for the hands and fingers. Right arm over the left. Press the backs of the hands. Turn the palms down. Interlace the fingers. Roll the arms up and over to your degree of flexibility. You may be where I'm at, about halfway. Perhaps you're extending all the way like Terra is demonstrating. Continue to squeeze into the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. Slowly release. Try the same thing on the other side. Left hand comes over the right to interlace. Roll the arms. Palms in, up, and over to your degree of flexibility. Right and left could be different. Today may be different than last week. Honoring your body exactly as we find it with the breath. Waking up the joints in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Slowly release. We'll bring the yoga down into the toes. Release the seat. Extend the legs. Heels are down, calves are down, toes are up. And squeeze the toes for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold, and release. Right leg up over the left, much like we did with the fingers, we're going to do with your toes here. Yoga for the toes. See if you get 1 toe, pinky toe, 2nd toe to interlace, maybe the 3rd toe, perhaps the 4th toe, big toe, all squeezing. If you get 1 toe is amazing. Similarly, if, as we spoke about earlier, if we can get it today, maybe next week, maybe next month, we stay in the spirit of the yogis as we attempt these poses, squeezing the toes, activating the nerves all the way up into the hips, the sciatic nerve activating for 3, 2, 1, and release. Switch legs, honoring both sides of the body here, getting the 1st toe in, 2nd toe, perhaps the 3rd toe, no hands. See if you can use your concentration here to deepen your awareness of any sticky points maybe in the toes. I got my middle toe is always real sticky. It's hard to get in there. So just activating my awareness as I squeeze the toes. 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the yoga into the ankles, heels down, extending for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, and 6 hold. Clockwise for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. the knees coming up into the chest. Grab onto opposite elbows. We'll bring the yoga into the knees here. Rotating for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Go ahead and switch legs, evening it out. Left leg stays down. Sit tall, grab opposite elbows, and rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. Coming up into the bigger muscle groups here in the quads, buttocks, gluteus. Right heel comes in, left leg goes back. So right heel into the perineum or into the side leg. Careful with this on the left leg. Gotta get the ankle flat, move the fleshy part of the calf, and then start to bring the weight backwards. So you're shifting the center of the gravity back to the hands, maybe onto one elbow. We can stay there, maybe both elbows if you have that privilege. If you've got the flexibility and you can continue to breathe comfortably, slowly start to come further back. Otherwise, stay right where you're at. Find your edge of breath. If possible, release the head all the way flat to the earth. Front knee is down, tailbone is down. If so, arms can reach up and overhead. Can grab opposite hands or elbows to lengthen the side body and the spine. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Take an inhale, elbows to the earth. They're gonna come up and switch sides. This is honoring, again, this side may be different. It's gonna feel different today than it did last week, and it's gonna feel different on this side than it did the other sides. Take a moment, get yourself in, heel to the buttocks, fleshy part of the calf away, ankle is flat. Then the journey backwards begins, again, to your degree of flexibility here. I'll say to your degree, that pretty much means you gotta listen to your body. You gotta find your degree of flexibility in these poses where we can breathe. If it's a real shallow breath, we need to back off, come up a little further. If you're like, okay, I can feel this, but I can go a little deeper, then go ahead and explore all the way, spine flat to the mat. Opposite elbows or arms if you've got the front knee down, tailbone down. Quad stretch for 3, 2, 1, and let's slowly release. Elbows to the earth, rolling all the way up into a standing position, finding our feet at the front of the mat. Take your time as you come up. Feet together at the front of the mat, arms at your sides, fingertips pointing to the earth, feeling the connection of the feet and the floor, grounding ourselves on planet Earth. Grateful for the stability of our home planet. We'll bring into our mind's eye now, space between the brow. Beautiful sunset that we've seen recently. Contemplating our personal relationship with this amazing star, giving all life to all the beings, the plants of planet Earth. So grateful for this amazing sun, bringing energy to us with each passing day as we contemplate the beauty of the sunset. We deepen our personal relationship to the sun. Keep that quality of the sun with you in mind as we do Surya Namaskar, the salutations to the sun. Moving 12 poses together at my cues. Allow eyes to come open. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms are coming up. Embodying the qualities of the sun. Lifting the heart, looking up, reaching up. And exhaling, hinging, and folding. Place the hands, fingertips in line with the toes. You can bend the knees if you need to. Let the weight of the head hang heavy, like it's an avocado in the tree. You can start to straighten the backs of the legs, lifting the tailbone, extending the belly button forward. And eventually down, lengthening the spine, forehead in the direction of the shins. And the key to this pose is our breath. Let's see if we can slow down the breath in the forward fold. If you've got the privilege to have your fingertips in line with the toes, you can press the palms to the earth. If you're pressing the palms to the earth, you may be able to turn the hands around, fingertips in line with the heels. All to your degree of flexibility here, please, with a mindful, steady breath. Place the hands, bend the knees, left leg's coming back, left knee is down, Ashwashan Shalanasana. This is the equestrian pose. So there's a hinge and a lunge into the hips go down, arms go back, shoulder blades are squeezing, heart's lifting up towards the sky once again, embodying the characteristics of the sun. Front knee stays in line with the front foot, moving towards the midline, back foot and knee pressing into the earth. Keep breathing. Equestrian pose for 3, 2, 1. Let's place the hands. Right leg's coming back. Mountain pose. Hands are shoulder distance apart, feet hip distance. Spread the fingertips, press the palms into the earth, inner elbows. Draw towards one another. Chin in the direction of the chest. We can make some space in the shoulder blades, lengthening the muscles of the rib cage. The intercostalis muscles are extending. We'll engage Uddiyana Bandha. The belly button's going to lift up towards the ceiling. Tailbone lifting up to the sky. Mula Bandha. You may notice one knee wants to press back more towards the wall than the other. See if you can press both knees back evenly. And you may notice one heel wants to press down to the earth more than the other. See if you can press both heels down evenly. If you've got the privilege to have both heels on the earth, you can go ahead and lift your toes up off the mat. Continuing to breathe steadily and smoothly, please. This is mountain pose. On your next exhale, slowly drop the knees to the earth. Heart right between the thumbs. Butt stays up. Ashtanga. Ashta is 8. Namaskar. 8 limb pose. 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands, chest and chin on the floor. Extend the chin a little further. Squeeze the shoulder blades and deepen the breath with the buttocks up, please. Gazing right down the tip of the nostrils. And then slowly pointing the toes, softening the buttocks. We can come to Bhujangasana Cobra. Or if you're just warming up like we are here in Manoa, bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. Hips are down. Belly is lengthening. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. Gaze up. Sphinx pose, warming up the low back. And let's place the hands once again. Press back on exhaling breath. Mountain pose. Yogis have this same pose in the West called downward facing dog. Our teacher, coming from the Himalayas, teaches us the same pose, calls it mountain pose. Body shapes like Mount Everest, tailbone lifting up to the sky. Continuing to breathe. Left foot forward. Right knee down. Ashwashan Shalanasana. Now on the other side, exploring the contours of both hemispheres of the body. Right hip is coming forward. Left knee stays in line with the front foot in the midline. Keep lifting the chest. Peeling the arms and shoulders back. You gaze up, look towards the sky. Once again, to your degree of flexibility. Wherever you can breathe deeply. Just place the hands. Right foot to meet the left on an exhaling breath. Feet together. Release the weight of the head. Palms together. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Surya Namaskar. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Place the hands. Release the weight of the head. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, Ashwashan Chalanasana, lift the chest. Place the hands. Exhaling breath, mountain pose. See if you can work with no breath. Back of the exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Now press to the hands, lift the chest. Hips are down, toes are down, lifting up. Turn the tops of the toes. Exhale, mountain pose. Keep lifting the tailbone. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale, Ashwashan Chalanasana. Place the hands. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands, heart level. Release the hands to the sides. Close the eyes momentarily as we contemplate now our connection to that other celestial force, the beautiful, beautiful moon. Had a fantastic full moon in the sky this weekend. The moon starting its waning process. Still a large egg in the sky affecting the tides, the phases of the moon affect the tides of the streams, the oceans, and the rivers. You can feel bigger high tides and lower low tides at the full moon's bigger swings. The moon is illuminating the mental energy. We offer Chandra Namaskar and respects to the moon with the intention to make the mind our very best friend. Let's allow eyes to come open, changing only 4th and 9th postures. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands, heart level. Inhale, arms are up. Reaching up to that full moon, lifting up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Let's breathe into the forward fold here. Noticing perhaps body's starting to warm up a little bit, so you may be able to straighten the legs a little bit more. You may be able to press the palms a little bit more. Maybe the forehead comes a little closer to your shins. Our breath is like a symphony, listening to the sound of our own breath and breathing. Bend the knees, left leg back, left knee down, hands to heart level on an inhaling breath. Arms coming all the way up. You can be in a steeple or go ahead and release the shoulders if you got tight shoulders like me. Once again, front knee. Careful not to splay the knee. So you want to keep the knee down the midline. And the hips go down, apan. Arms go up, pran. So you got to get the arms feeling light and lifting. Gaze comes with it. Back foot can press to the earth. Lifting up. Chandrasana. It's a crescent moon position. The whole back side of the body is starting to bend. You can add a back bend. The back of the body looks like a crescent moon. Place the hands. Turn the back toes. Exhale. Right leg back. Come to meet once again in Parvokanasana. Heels pressing down to the earth. Hands pressing evenly to the earth. Tailbone lifting to the sky. Next, exhale. No breath. Knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Keep lifting the chest, gazing up. Exhale, turn the tops of the toes. Coming on back into mountain pose. Left foot forward, right knee down. Chandrasana, crescent moon pose on the other side. Sink to the hips. Inhale the arms all the way up. Keep feeling the sink into the hips and the lift into the arms. Chest is up, gaze is up. Turning it to a gentle back bend to your degree of flexibility. Once again, listening to the sound of our own breath and breathing. Place the hands. Exhaling breath. Feet are together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands, heart level. Release the palms, close the eyes momentarily. We'll do a second round of Chandra Namaskar, moving together with breath to each pose. We'll do 12 breaths, 12 poses. Let's see if we can move together. Take an inhale. 1. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, arms coming up. Place the hands. Exhale, mountain pose. No breath, knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Turn the toes. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Place the hands. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms. 12 beautiful breaths, 12 beautiful postures. Keep the eyes closed and just notice the transformation of your body since we have began. Heart's beating a little faster. You can feel the auricles and the ventricles of the heart coming alive. You can feel the tingling, gentle tingling in the toes and the finger and the skull are all vibrating. Flow of energy and prana out to every cell in our body. So allow the eyes to come open for our first pose of the morning. This is Uttanasana. Hands can come to heart level. Inhale the arms all the way up. Once again in the steeple or released. Exhale, sit the butt down and back like we are going to sit in a chair. Uttanasana means chair pose. Sit down a little bit further. Natural curve in the low back. Chest is lifting. Just smile on the face. Keep lifting the arms, straighten the elbows. Fingertips extending and the gaze. My gaze is up towards my finger, but my head is center. Sit down a little further. If you can see if you can lift the toes up off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. We'll do Dvikasana, double angle, feet together. Interlace the hands back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades, and on an exhaling breath, hinge and fold the body forward, your body forward. Listening once again to the symphony of the breath. Can you hear the sound of your own breath? Squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring the forehead closer to the shins. Straighten the backs of the knees. Release the weight of the head once again to hang heavy like a mango in the tree. Dvikasana, this is double angle pose. We've been through the folds here. Continue to deepen into the fold as the arms and shoulders open for 3. Breathing deeply. 2, 1. Slowly release. Hands to the low back. Inhale, rise the spine up. Exhale, hands heart level. We'll move through the chair series here, bringing some care and attention into the beautiful stomach. Take an inhale with hands at heart level. Exhale, sit down like you're going to the chair. Left elbow to right thigh. Hook it. Head and neck turn to side wall. You can look at your namaste hands or all the way up to your shoulder. Right shoulder's lifting here. Knees together, feet together. Twisted chair. Belly button is down and across the thighs. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and look down if possible. Otherwise, stay right there. Your degree of flexibility. Once again, fingertips in line with toes. Opposite hand reaches to the sky. Turn the head and neck towards the arm without any tension in the neck. Belly button across. Keep lifting. If you want to go for your bind, you may. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Hands come back to heart level, this time sending our attention and intention into healing the lovely, lovely liver. Take an inhale. Twisted chair position to the other side. On the exhaling breath, right elbow hooking to the left thigh. Body knows the journey here. Knees together, feet together. Head and neck to side wall. You can look at the namaste hands, or you can start to lift that shoulder, look up towards the ceiling. this feels comfortable for you, let's go to the next stage. Please do so, otherwise stay right where you're at. Fingertips in line with the toes. Careful that those knees try to stay together. Opposite hand's gonna lift up to the sky. Nice low back stretch once again. Sending our attention, our loving attention into the liver. Keep lifting, left shoulder looking up. You can go to your bind if you'd like for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release, hands back to heart level, release the palms. Take a step back. Chairs are in place. Let's build the table. Arms coming all the way up overhead. Once again, steeple or released in line with the shoulders. Elbows are straight, fingertips reach, take an inhale. And on the exhale, hinge 90 degrees at the hips. Flat back, belly buttons up. Front side of the body now parallel to the earth. Gaze about 4 feet down in front of you. Keep straightening the arms. Make a line of energy from the tailbone out through the fingertips. Breathing deeply for 5, 4, slowing down the breath, 3, 2, 1, and release, hands to heart level, bend both knees, Bakasana, balance pose. Right sole is coming up towards the back wall, left leg is straightening. Hands can stay right where they're at. Or if you don't have a neck or shoulder injury, you can go ahead and try and extend the arms in front, even for a second is fantastic. Line of energy from the rear heel, out through the fingertips once again. Elbows straight, gaze is down for 5, 4, 3, breathing deeply, 2, 1, and release. Bring the right leg all the way up and through. Bottom of the leg here coming parallel to the earth. Careful not to fall back too much. See if you can stand tall. Keep lifting that heel a little bit further. Keep lifting. Smile at the shake in the leg for 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do Nataraj Asana, dancing Shiva. So the knees come together. Foot's gonna grab on the inside of the foot if possible. Left arm comes up to the ceiling. Kick the foot to the hand. Start to press it away and slowly extend the body forward. You can find a dristi on the floor or out in front of you on the wall. Just keep kicking. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall. Reaching for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Coming out of the dancer pose. Back into the balance pose. Hands at heart level. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna hinge the body forward. Once again. So right leg is firm, left leg is back. Press the sole of the foot into the back wall. Keep your hands at heart level momentarily to find your balance. And once you've done so, if you've got no injuries, even for a second, try and bring the arms in front. Once again, line of energy, rear heel, all the way out through fingertips. Breathing deeply, straightening those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart level. Left leg up and through. In the direction of parallel. Notice this side might be different than the other. Keep lifting the leg. Smiling at the shake in the leg. A little bit higher. Keep lifting for 3, 2, 1. We'll do Nataraj, the dancing Shiva. So the knees come together. Right leg comes straight. This is the pose. You're already in it right here. It's a back bend and a balance pose. All at the same time. If possible, kick the foot into the hand. Extend the arm in front. Keep kicking. Keep reaching. Arm can come parallel to the earth. Keep reaching it forward as you kick the toes up. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Shake it out. Yoga pokey. Turn yourself around if you'd like. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to see you here again next week. Give us a like, send a comment. We love it. We're in Manoa. Where are you? Let us know. We're grateful you're here. I'm having fun. Let's move into the swaying tree. We got about 40 miles an hour wind out there. I'll give you the weather report in Hawaii. It's wet in the winter and it is windy. So we're going to be
like trees in the hurricane right here. Right hand's grabbing the left. Shoot those left hips out. Feet are mat distance apart, real wide. Get the hips going. Wake up the side body. Keep pulling, pulling. Reaching right shoulder slightly forward. Gaze towards the left armpit chest for 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh, feels good. Side body stretch. Same thing other side. So grab the kind of the wrist. Left hip comes out, round that side body, or right hip's out now. Round the side body of the rib cage. Left shoulder slightly forward, gaze towards the armpit chest. On the other side, keep reaching, pulling for 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice. Feet together, hip distance apart, about 5 inches. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to hinge and fold. Padahastasana, hands to feet position. And if you can't make it, no problem. Grab behind the calves. Perfectly okay there. If you've got the privilege, we're going to go ahead and bring the fingertips under the toes. If that is comfortable for you, continue to bring the palms to the toes. Maybe all the way the wrists go to the toes if you have the privilege. If you've got the privilege of having the wrist at the toes, you can bend the elbows, begin to pull. Pull the body forward. Working to straighten both knees. Lifting the belly button. Releasing the weight of that head to hang even further. Again, you can bend the elbows and pull the body slightly closer together. Listening to the symphonic sounds of your own breath here in the forward fold. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Big toe, peace fingers, grab the big toes. Straighten the backs of the legs. Everyone straighten the legs. If you're in the back of the calves, no problem. Straighten your legs as well. Grab onto the peace fingers, lift the belly, lift the ribs, lift the chest. Look to the front of the room. Maybe the front corner, maybe the middle, maybe the upper corner. Keep reaching to cervical spine stretch here. For 3, looking up, 2, 1, and release the head. Place the hands, step back, Parvokanasana. Once again, we'll find ourselves in the mountain pose. I'm going to walk it out. Bend the right knee, press the left heel. Bend the left knee, press the right heel. Straighten both knees now. Press both heels evenly to the earth. Keep the right heel down, left leg lifting now to the sky. Big toe through the midline. Straighten the right elbow, press the right heel down once again. Lift that left leg a little bit further. Take an inhale. And on the exhaling breath, left foot all the way forward in preparation for Warrior Series. Rise up. Back foot, turn it in, 10, 20, maybe 30 degrees. Sink. Once again, that's that upon, down, hips down. Gotta make a little bit of room on that front leg. Right hip coming forward. Hands come to heart level. Inhale, arms all the way up. Virabhadrasana 1. Right shoulder, see if you can get the right shoulder in line with the left. Again, carefully keep the front knee in line with the front foot. Soften those front toes. Put a smile on the face. I noticed that the warrior poses, if we're gripping the toes, sometimes that means the jaw comes with it. I like to have a smile on my face for the Warrior Series. For 3, 2, 1. Extend and transform the body here. Walk the back foot back a little bit. Moving into Virabhadrasana 2. You can feel the cartilage, the muscles, the bones. If you can visualize your skeletal structure in this moment. Soften the gaze, visualize the skeletal structure, all the bones working, muscles. You can gaze out at those front fingertips. Arms are parallel to the earth. Once again, hips are sinking. Crown is lifting. Vira 2 for 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes to meet the left. Fearless warrior, Advaya. Connect to the Advaya. The fearlessness. Back foot is glued down. Arms are reaching. Body shapes a diagonal. Smile once again at that shake in the leg. Breathing deeply. Fearless warrior for 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the earth. Right hand to the ceiling. Head and neck turn to side wall. Perhaps all the way
to the ceiling. Keep lifting. Stay strong in the feet, strong in the legs. Light in the arms for 3, 2. If you'd like to go to your bind, please do. Grab the left thigh, left buttocks with the hand, and then the right arm can come up and under, or just keep it right there. Keep lifting the heart to the sky for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release back knee, hands. Konde Nyasa, arm balancing. Got a heel toe, front foot real wide. Keep the back of the left tricep glued to the thigh. Don't even change it. Then bring the right hand in, walk the back right knee a little further. So you got kind of a pretty big hip opening here. For some of us, we're going to stay right there. That's the pose. For others, we're feeling adventurous. We're feeling we'd like to explore our practice, explore this heat in the body. We're going to do an arm balance. Body starts to come forward. Got to bend the elbows. As the elbows bend, the left foot comes up. The right knee might come up. Chin's going to go down. Lift the chin. Now you got the toes up. See if you can get the toes lifting. For 3, Kondinyasa, arm balance. 2, 1, slowly. Come on down. Can meet Terra in the beautiful Balasana, the child's pose. Everyone's taking a breather with the buttocks to the heels, forehead to the floor, palms turn to face up. Creates a connection point between the lungs and the thighs, deepening the quality of relaxation. The weight of the head is resting. Use a pillow if you need to. It's critical to let the head go here. Grateful for that beautiful brain inside of our skull. Nervous system, the brainstem, the spinal cord, the sacrum. It's amazing circuitry. Can feel pulsations or vibrations moving throughout the neural network. Practicing the art of surrender in this moment. Simply let go. Grateful for the brain and nervous system. Inhale, let's rise on up. And once again, balancing the hemispheres of the body. We did the left side, the lunar side. We're going to do the right side, the solar side, the masculine side. Let's do the same sequence, the warrior sequence. Feet are hip distance apart. Keep the left knee down. Right leg's going to lift up. Left foot is down. Left elbow is straight. Lift that right leg a little bit further. Take a deep inhale, lifting. Exhale, all the way forward. Body knows the journey here. Have a sense of the cues and where we're going. Got to come up. And then sink down a little bit. Back foot turning in slightly. Hips are sinking down maybe a little further. That's going to bring this hinge joint, the knee, in the direction of 90 degrees. Left shoulder in line with the right. Inhaling, arms all the way up and overhead. Keep getting that left shoulder forward. Put a flashlight on your left hip. Shine it directly forward. Sink those hips a little bit further. Soften those front toes. Smile on the face. Virabhadrasana 1 for 5. Breathing deeply. Find the symphony of the breath. 3, 2, 1. Extend and transform here into warrior 2 position. Muscles reaching. Feet are grounding. Arms are parallel. Gaze right at the front fingertips. Soften that gaze. Breathing deeply. Virabhadrasana 2, 3, 2, 1. Transforming once again. Fearless warrior. Try not to rest on your thighs. Stay active in that front thigh. Body's in a diagonal. Heart's lifted. Gaze is forward. Becoming a warrior. Breathing deeply for 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the earth. Left hand to the ceiling. Stay rooted in the feet. Strong in the legs. Heart's lifting. If you want to go to your bind, you may. Left hand to the low back. Keep lifting the heart. If you're not in your bind, keep lifting the heart. Strong in the legs. Grounded in the feet for 3, 2, 1. And release back knee. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Get wide. Stay connected, right elbow to inner thigh. That's critical. Then push-up position in the opposite hand. You got to bend that elbow. This left elbow is going to find the left kind of hip point, and that's where the hinge is. You can hold it right there. Everyone's giving A is for attempt, and then B is for balasana. So A, first try, then child's pose. Keep lifting up for 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Woo! Let's give thanks for the largest organ in the body, the skin, the dermis. It's covering us. So grateful for the skin. The pores are starting to open up. You can feel the alchemical mix of elements. The fire element, the motive passion is rising in the body. Mixing with the water element, that watery brain and the watery organs and the bloods and the plasmas. Everything is connecting and alchemically mutating inside of our body, this mixture of elements, creating a sense of purification coming out through the skin. So the pores, as we warm up, are starting to open. Opening the pores, you may feel some sweat or just a feeling of prana coming in and out. See if you can notice the feeling of prana entering and exiting every skin cell that you have. It's like you're breathing through every cell in your skin. Grateful for this beautiful, glistening skin. Okay, inhale, rise up, come to meet in a flat back. On our mat, we'll come into table position. It's a different kind of table. 4-legged table here, arms in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. With a flat back, we'll do cat and cow. Slowly inhale, tuck the tail, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin, look up. And then on exhaling breath, chin to chest, roll the spine. Forehead comes in the direction of the pelvis. Press there when you come to your full rounding of the back. And then in your own time and way, take a few more inhales and exhales, moving slow motion, cat and cow. Tucking tail, dropping belly, looking up. Follow your own breath, follow your own time, rolling the spine all the way out on the exhales. Again, let's everyone do one more full and complete round of an inhalation. And an exhalation to roll the spine. When you are feeling complete, let's come back to a flat back. Keep the right hand down, left arm's gonna lift up. Parallel to the earth, reach those hands forward like you're coming to shake our hands here in Manoa. Good morning. Right leg's coming up to make the balance. Press the right sole of the foot to the back wall. Line of energy from rear heel out through fingertips. Taut in the center of the body. Stay strong in the belly. And then slowly left hand comes back if you're able. Otherwise, stay right where you're at. Grab onto the foot. Kick the foot to the hand. And look up and over the left shoulder. Stay balancing and breathing here for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. It's okay if you wobble, it's okay if you fall, it's okay if you do a little bit less. You find to your degree of flexibility. Okay, what do we got? Right hand's coming up. Good morning, reaching forward. Left leg's coming all the way back. Line of energy from rear heel out through front fingertips. Once again, let's activate the core, the mid belly, side belly, upper belly. Stay strong all across the belly for 3, 2, 1. Bend the back, foot and knee. See if you can grab it. This is the pose. You might be shaken, so look down. If you're feeling more open, kick the foot, and then you can look up and over that right shoulder. Keep kicking for 3, 2, 1. Slowly Release. Let's come all the way down to the floor. We're going to bring the knees together. Bring the heels into the buttocks. We're going to reach back. We'll do bow pulling pose here. So heels into the buttocks, hands grabbing onto the edges of the feet. For many of us, this is our pose. If you'd like to go into the next stage, squeeze the shoulder blades. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, slightly start to kick the feet up, rounding the body, coming into the hip points. Keep reaching up. Let's take an inhale. We're going to come off to the left, over to the left hip. Look over that right shoulder. Breathing. And let's come all the way back to center. Whoop. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall. Let's try to go to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Over to the other side. Keep kicking. And then inhale back to center. Look up and exhale. Slowly come on down. Make a pillow with the hands. You can let the feet flop out off to the sides of the mat. Toes come off the mat. Ankles flop in. Make a pillow. Relaxing. Shavasana on the prone Shavasana. You can turn the head and neck from side to side if you'd like. And then slowly let's press ourselves back up. We're going to come all the way into a squatting position from here. So just keep coming back. We'll come to meet in a squat, malasana, moving in the direction of inversion. So everyone can practice the squat. You can create some variations and some twists. That's a baseline. Next step up in the line here is our crow pose, bakasana. So Tara's showing off the malasanas. I'm going to go into bakasana, crow. Buttocks comes up, gaze comes forward. Toes slowly come up. Knees to the triceps, coming to look up. If you want to look down, you can come into your tripod headstand. So you can stay in balasana or bakasana, crow, or you can go all the way to shirshasana, headstand. If you want to practice on the wall, you can do so. If you've got the headstand in the middle of the room, you can do the tripod headstand, or you can go ahead and interlace the fingers, get the sides of the forearms. I'm calling them the shins. They're not shins, they're forearms. The head comes down this direction, coming all the way up. Slowly, all the way up into the headstand. So again, a couple variations of headstand available, malasanas available, a little bit of a yogi's choice in this moment, whatever you're loving on. I'm also going to go ahead and show off Sharvangasana. This is the shoulder stand. So you've got some options to play with here. If you're going to go to shoulder stand, lay the spine flat, bring the knees in contact with the chest, hands at your sides. Inhale, arms come back behind. Knees come up, legs extend up. So the hands are like kind of like a brace on the low back. You can grab onto the hips, you can grab onto the kidneys, muscles of the low back, gazing easily at the big toes. If you're in headstand, you can work into some variations. You can go to your splits. You can go to wide legs. Let's everyone try wide legs, even if you're in shoulder stand. If you're down in malasana, you want to do a wide leg forward fold, go ahead and try that. Let's lift the legs back up to center. We'll do, since it's more of our split variations, you want to get the left foot forward, right leg reaching up. And if you're in headstand, you can do splits here. And then slowly come on up, switch legs. Opposite leg is reaching. Let's get both legs up. Take a moment gazing at the big toes. We'll move into halasana, the plow. Taking your time, moving slowly with the legs. Perfectly okay if the feet don't touch the floor. Keep your hands in the low back. If your feet are on the floor, you can interlace the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the head and neck still, please. Gazing at the belly button. Great for the thyroid and parathyroid here, the
inversions, shifting the flow of energy in the body, wringing out the spine and bringing new life to the adrenals and bathing the heart. So grateful for the many organs and systems inside of our body. And then slowly, let's release the hands to the earth, bend the knees, slow motion lever, spine comes to the earth. Let's bring the feet together. We're gonna let the knees flop to the sides. We'll do butterfly pose here. Nice little hip opening to follow. Feet pressed together, hands, you can bring your hands to the inner thighs. Inviting those knees down towards the earth. And slowly extending the legs out in front in preparation for a nice counter pose. We'll do Matsyendrasan fish pose. Right hand under the right thigh, left hand under the left thigh. Arms are straight underneath the buttocks perhaps. Big toes are together, heels are together. Can point the big toes forward. Inhale up to the elbows. Exhale onto the top of the head. Keep lifting the chest. We're going to add our fish gills, lower set of teeth, out past the upper set of teeth. Breathing slowly and deeply, please. Slowly come on out. Turn the head and neck from side to side and back to center. You're going to move into our twist from here. Right knee into the right shoulder. Use your arms, the strength of your arms, to squeeze the right knee in towards the right shoulder, activating the ascending colon, releasing any stale air or energy in the digestive system. Squeezing the knee to the shoulder. And then release right foot over to the left thigh, right arm out in a T position. Keep this shoulder grounded. Use the left hand to guide the right knee over to the left. Come over to the left side thigh if you'd like. Head and neck turn to the right. Easy supine twist here. Listening to your body. Try not to go too far. Stay with that symphony of sound that is your own breath. Deep inhale to bring energy in. Deep exhale to relax even further to the twist. Inhale, rising up. Get the foot down, get the buttocks straight, extend the right leg in front. Hips are square, left knee coming into the left shoulder now. Nice squeeze. Working on the descending colon here once again. Visualizing a healthy digestion, releasing any stagnant air or energy from the digestive area. No stress or strain in the muscles of the face. Smooth face. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left foot up over to the right thigh and knee. Right hand up. Left arm over in a T. Inhale. Exhale. Over to the right side thigh. Head and neck turn to the left. Stay grounded in the left shoulder. Inhaling to bring fresh prana in. Exhaling to relax a little deeper into the twist. Try a few breaths on your own. Inhale, let's rise up. Exhale, place the left foot, straighten the left leg. Release the arms to your sides. And let's grab onto any blankets that we might need. We're going to move in the direction of final resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. You can release the hair bun, lay the spine flat. Grab a blanket if you like. Feel the weight of gravity in full support of the body.
I'm going to come up to guide you through some effortless visualizations and relaxation processes, diving into our corpse pose this morning. To begin, we'll go ahead and lift the right leg just an inch or two off the floor, point the right toes, squeeze the leg and flop the leg, release it. Left leg, lift, point, squeeze, flop the left leg. Squeeze the buttocks now like you're going to lift it off the ground, but leave the belly button pulling to the earth. Squeeze and pull. Relax the hips. Relax the midsection. Relax your genitals. Rib cage. Deep inhale. Fill the rib cage all the way to the upper chest. Keep filling. Fill. And then open the mouth. All the breath out. Fist with the right hand. Squeeze the right arm. Lift. Flop the right arm. Fist with the left arm. Squeeze the left arm. Lift. Flop the left arm. Chin comes to chest. Keep the skull on the ground. Lengthen the cervical spine. Chin to chest. And relax. Head and neck turn from side to side and back to center. Open the mouth wide, wide, wide. Stick the tongue out and down. Simhasan, the lion. Return the mouth. Squeezing now the eyelids, the eyebrows, the hairlines, the temples. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make a funny face and relax. Release and smooth every muscle in your face. Entire body now from tips of the toes to the very top of the head is relaxing. Mentally repeat, entire body from the tip of the toes to top of my head, relaxing. Become aware of the breath and breathing at the nostrils, and let's become a witness, an observer to the breath at the nostrils without changing a thing. Simply notice breath passing at the sacred entrance, resolving to remain relaxed and motionless from this point forward. Shifting attention, awareness to the navel region, remaining the witness, the observer to the breath at the navel region. Watch the belly rise and fall effortlessly with each passing breath. Let's count the breath together backwards from 10 without changing the shape of the breath. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. 10. Inhale, belly rises at 9. Exhale, belly falls at 9. Stay with your breath, your count. Remain a witness to the breath all the way to 1. Trying not to lose count. Come to 1, you can release the count, surrendering the attention from the breath. Let the breath wander. You can let the mind drift, perhaps noticing now sensations or impulses, vibrations in and around the skin, the skull. Remain deeply aware and awake even as the body enters the deepest layers of relaxation. Let's see if we can relax even more. Completely letting go, surrendering the body into the earth. feel the body becoming very heavy now. Use your intention to let the body feel very heavy, like a stone on the earth. Legs are like concrete. Head is like a large weight anchored to the earth. Whole spine is solid. Whole body very heavy. Shifting attention now. Let the body become light. Feathery light, like you're lifting up, levitating off the floor. The feet are like feathers. The head is but an ounce, just soft and airy and light, lifting up. Visualize the body lifting up. Very light. Releasing your tension from the heaviness to the lightness of the body, and just let the mind drift. Letting the spontaneous healing energy of the body now regenerate, recuperate, reinvigorate the cells, the processes in your body. Effortlessly intuiting where your body most needs healing now. Perhaps there's an area of tension, maybe physical tension or psychic tension. Visualize healing energy going to any stagnation that you may feel in your body. Noticing the natural release and dissipation of any tension in the body. Natural scrubbing of any psychic residue. Effortless, spontaneous healing happening right now. Now, let your body rest even further. Allowing all things to be exactly as they are. Nothing to do. Nothing to change. Simply being. Deep stillness. Total relaxation. Gradually now becoming aware of our breath and breathing once again at the navel region. As you become aware of your breath, you can begin to deepen your breath. Gradual awakening process for the body. Breath deepens, body awakens. Breath deepens, body awakens. Can wiggle fingers and toes, the head and the nose, whatever's natural for you. Come to a easy, relaxed stretch or reach of the arms and legs if that feels natural. Like you're waking from a restful, healing slumber. Guide yourself effortlessly in your own time and way to a comfortable side lying position and drop immediately back to stillness. Cultivating trust, deep inner experience. Trusting your body to know exactly what it needs for your perfect expression and healing in the world. From this place of deep trust, we'll use the hands to press ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Take your time. Coming with a long spine, eyes closed, palms resting to the knees, thumb and forefinger to touch. All of the awareness to the brow center. And once again, deepening our trust in this inner awareness. Knowing that we have a road that leads inward, available at all times. Resolving now, setting the intention to bring this inner awareness and peace with us out into the world. Extending a vibration of peace and contentment out to all those we encounter. We bring the hands together, our heart level, gesturing forward, bowing to the Lord in the heart, the inner guru, the Sat Guru, the one inside who knows. Connecting this inner awareness to those deep inner awareness of others, and we join in this way and Live Yoga Channel. We're grateful for the Sangha, we're grateful for the teachers, and we're grateful for this breath that unifies us. And close customarily, namaste. Our eyes come open. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Mahalo means thank you in Hawaiian. We're grateful to be here in Hawaii sharing these practices with you wherever you are in the world, family and friends. Thank you. Ann. Woo! Roger T. RTP 113 is our guy. We're looking for the comments. We love seeing you guys. We love sharing these practices wherever you are in the world. We are so thankful. Have a lovely day. Forget to like, subscribe, and notify. You get the notifications. You can join in with Terra on Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday. Yoga for the organs. Back again on the mat on Thursday. We're keeping it going. We're pushing into almost a whole full year here on the channel. We love sharing these practices, and it's fun to get the feedback. It keeps us motivated and going to keep things going. So we're grateful. We love you guys. Have a lovely day.
Aloha.
Bye-bye. Four playbacks, 2 peaking